Big and burly mud plugging utes are hot property at the moment, and if you've got an Aussie angle, it's a license to print money. The new Volkswagen Amarok W580X delivers on both counts, so must be a rip snorter, right? We shall see. The W580X is essentially the last of the line, a heroic finale for the 11-year-old Amarok before an all-new second-gen VW ute arrives in early 2023. The outgoing Amarok range is priced between $46,000 and $81,000, and this broad-shouldered truck is priced at a smidge under $80,000 and limited to just 600 units. A collaboration with Aussie outfit Walkinshaw Automotive Group, it's been engineered to deliver greater off-road capability. Unfortunately, there are no engine mods here. There's no difference to the regular 580 powertrain. However, the V6 turbo diesel still pumps out 200 kilowatts on overboost and has stump-pulling levels of torque. The big V6 hooks up to an 8-speed automatic transmission and a Torsen diff to drive all four wheels, but the Amarok does not come with a low-range gearbox. The major changes to this vehicle are around the chassis, but there's also some cosmetic changes too. The new grille, these inserts here, and check this out, a new 75-watt LED light bar. I also really like the new LED fog lights, but the more meaningful elements include this new aluminium bash plate. It's made from 4mm marine grade aluminium, and it's actually attached to the chassis as well and provides meaningful protection. It's also designed not to affect the airflow of the vehicle, and the standard tow hooks also work with it. This has been properly engineered and validated in Australia for Australian conditions. Another meaningful addition to this vehicle are the new forged aluminium 18-inch alloy wheels. They're called Clayton, perhaps after where Walkinshaw is based. And what's interesting about these is that Walkinshaw reckons you cannot buy a higher strength aluminium wheel in Australia. These are designed to take a beating, and they're wrapped with new Pirelli Scorpion all-terrain tyres. Interesting thing about these tyres is that they will give you extra grip off-road. They'll get you through the mud, but they're also designed to be pretty good on-road as well. The tyres add a wider track and it looks more butch as well, especially with these pumped wheel arches. But underneath, behind here, you've got completely reworked suspension. Walkinshaw has spent a lot of resource on this, and it starts with twin tube MTV shock absorbers and a 40mm lift kit, which are designed to give it more competency off-road on rough and rocky terrain. These rock sliders are also bespoke, designed specifically for this vehicle. The twin tube steel items are designed to basically protect the side steels and underneath the car. So if you're hitting rocks and stumps and things like that, they will provide protection, and they're mounted to the chassis, which means you can even put a high lift jack under here. They're designed to take a beating. You don't get the 40mm lift at the rear, but you do get the MTV twin tube shockers and the revised suspension. Last but not least, there's extra underbody protection for this bush basher, covering the transfer case and the rear diff, so you can actually knock it around a bit and not worry too much. The lion's share of the changes for this vehicle are underneath it and around it. Inside, you don't get a whole lot. There are these new rubber floor mats that look pretty schmick, and these upgraded leather seats are super comfy, and you get the little Walkinshaw logo up here, but overall, there is not a lot new here, and it does feel a little bit dated. Fit and finish is surprisingly good for a ute. The cabin is comfortable, it has decent quality materials throughout, and the power adjustable front seats are some of the best in the business. But there are telltale signs that this car is past its prime. The infotainment system is pretty crappy, I won't lie. The screen is about 2 inches in size, and the driver's display as well feels very, very old. But look, it kind of works, and the overall design of the interior does have a sort of a premium feel, unlike some other new utes out there. Things improve out the back because you've got a 3,500 kilogram towing capacity, and although that 847 kilo payload in the tray is not class leading, Volkswagen's claim to fame is that you can put a full-size Aussie pallet between the rear wheel arches. But enough about this, let's see how she drives. The upgraded suspension delivers a longer stroke, so the wheels can get in and out of big bogs and ruts a lot easier, and it feels really confident off-road. Walkinshaw has put a lot of engineering effort into this ute, and it shows. Unlike bolting on a bunch of aftermarket parts, most of the upgrades are designed and validated from scratch to work with the Amarok and each other. There are no changes to the spring rates, but the Monroe shockers are well integrated into the package, and it feels like a slick product. The extra ride height at the front is also really handy, and the fact that all this stuff is covered by a factory warranty is another bonus. While there's no low range mode for hardcore off-roading, the fact is the engine has so much torque you don't really need it, and there is a lockable rear diff if you want a bit more traction on the rough stuff. Indeed, the V6 diesel is seriously brawny, delivering excellent thrust from low revs. It never feels underdone like some 4-cylinder diesel utes. The upgrades Walkinshaw has made to this vehicle improve its off-road capability, no doubt about it, but surprisingly, it's still really good on the road. The suspension feels really compliant, and the tyres, they are the star of the show without a doubt. These Pirelli Scorpions have no tyre or no droning that you often get with all-terrain tyres, and the end result is that this is a car you could live with on a daily basis, no drama. Ride comfort is also slightly softer and more absorbent than regular Amarok models, and the rear end doesn't feel quite as jiggly without a load in there. But if you're expecting ultra plush Ranger Raptor suspension, you're gonna need significantly more mods. But Walkinshaw and Volkswagen have pulled together an appealing product here, building a capable and heavily armoured machine out of its lusty V6 ute. There's no doubt this is an impressive dual cab ute, and all 600 units are going to sell out quick smart. It's a fitting finale for what is a 12-year-old truck, but if you're looking for a Ford Ranger Raptor rival, this ain't it. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed that. You can check out more videos here and here, or on the Car Sales YouTube channel. And if you want all the news up to date when we're publishing new stuff, don't forget to subscribe.